Welcome to class. Find a comfortable position on the floor. Place your hands on top of the thighs or knees, palms facing up, index and thumb touching. Roll the shoulders back, relax your face, sit up tall. Let's start with some balanced breathing together. We're going to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. Remember that in yoga we always breathe through the nose, and we want to create a soft ujjayi breath in the back of the throat, creating the sound of the ocean. The breath is always steady with the same intensity from the beginning to the end of each breath. Let's start together. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale everything out. And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep breathing, nice and steady on your own. Take the next minute to find an intention for today's practice. Maybe you want to plant a seed for a certain situation or person in your life. Bring that intention into your heart space, and let's take a deep inhalation through the heart. And exhale that seed out and down into the earth. Let it go. The intention for the practice always helps us to push through when the practice gets a little bit more challenging. And it also makes our practice a bit more meaningful. And then slowly bring the hands in front of the heart. Let's open the practice with one Om together. Inhale. Exhale everything out. And inhale for Om. bow down to your heart. Gently open your eyes, let go of the hands. And let's meet on the back. Slowly roll down onto the floor. Draw both knees into the chest. We're going through a couple of preparation asanas, so you can keep your eyes closed and just follow the instructions, warming up the body gently. Keep the right knee in the chest, extend the left leg forward, press through the heel, activation in the left leg. And switch sides. Stretch the right leg out, pull the left knee close into the chest. Right leg remains active. And then come into a half happy baby pose on the left side. Catch your left outer foot with the hand. And place the right hand on top of the right thigh, pressing the thigh down towards the floor. And gently also move your left shoulder towards the earth. Come into full happy baby pose. Bring the right leg up. Knees moving down towards the armpits. Feet are flexed as if you want to walk on a flat ceiling. And keep the right leg where it is. Extend the left leg forward. Left hand pressing onto the left thigh. The leg is active. Right shoulder melting down towards the floor. And come into a number 4 shape. Place the right foot on top of your left thigh and hold on to the left shin bone. Draw the knee in. Left leg is relaxed. Opening the outer hip on the right. Remember to keep the right foot flexed to protect your knee. And switch position. Left foot coming on top of the right thigh, right underneath the knee. Hold on to the right shin bone. And draw your left knee closer towards the chest. Left foot flexed. And then place both hands underneath the sacrum. And inhale, lower down the legs. Exhale, lift them up. And when you reach a 90-degree angle, lift your hips off from the floor. Remember, you exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're moving a little bit faster than we would normally do. We're activating the core, bringing strength into the legs. A couple of rounds more. If you're suffering of lower back issues, you can also keep the knees bent. Otherwise, straight legs. And next time you come up, lift the arms up, palms facing up to the ceiling. Lift the shoulders off the floor, tuck the chin in, and lift as high up as you can Sacrum is lifted off from the floor. Press the feet up and release. Feet are now hip distance width apart. Make sure you can touch your ankles or your heels, and then with the inhalation slowly lift the hips up. Press the elbows into the floor, hands facing up, all 10 fingers reaching. Gently push the back of your head into the mat to keep the chin away from the chest. Activation in the glutes, the hamstrings. Push the floor away with the feet. And then clasp the hands behind you, push the fist firmly into the mat. Walk the left foot in a little bit and then inhale the right leg up into the sky. Press through the ball of the foot, lift the hips up a little higher and switch sides. Right foot coming to the center, inhale the left leg up. Lift the hips a little higher, push the foot strongly into the floor, and release. Come back to your bridge pose. Full activation in the legs and hamstrings, opening the upper chest. And then let go of the hands, lift the heels off from the mat and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Sacrum comes down at the end. And rest for a couple of breaths. Feel the heat in the body and the energy shift. And then hold on to your shin bones, roll up and down a couple of times. And next time you roll up, use momentum and come into a squat, Malasana. Bring the hands into Anjali Mudra. Press the upper arm bones against the knees. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed in the feet. Foot arch is lifted, chest lifted. Straight back. Walk the hands forward, straighten the legs. The hips are right above the heels. Reach forward with the arms. Get really long, like in downward facing dog. And then slowly walk the hands over to the left, right hand coming on top of the left one, stretching the right side body. Remain action in the feet, pressing the heels outwards, activating the thighs, protecting the hamstrings. And walk over to the other side. Remember to move with your own breath. Stay connected to a balanced breathing. And come back to center. Lift halfway up and then extend the arms forward so that the arms are parallel to the floor. Suck the belly in, feel the strength in your back, in the legs. Make sure to turn the heels out towards the side for a slight inward rotation of the thighs. And then eventually fold forward and catch the opposite elbows, or maybe even crossing the arms behind the head, holding on to the opposite shoulder blades. You can swing from side to side, any variation that feels good in your body. Steady breathing. And release the hands down, slowly curl up, one vertebrae at a time. Take a couple of breaths to come into standing, and remember to roll the head back at the very end. And release the shoulders. We meet at the front of the mat, big toes touching, a little bit of space in between the heels. And inhale the arms up, look to thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step both legs back. Lower down onto knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. If you're moving to up dog, just move the hips from side to side. Press the tops of the feet firmly into the mat, knees off the floor, arms straight. Maybe look over the right shoulder, then over the left shoulder. Arms straight, chest lifted. Inhale, head back. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's the first downward facing dog of the day, so take it easy here and just walk the legs out. Any movement in the body that feels good, please go for it. And then bend the knees, look forward, step in between the hands, look halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin in. Inhale, rise, palms touch, look up. Exhale into standing. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Find your position, feet hip distance width apart. Arms straight, space in between the shoulder blades. Shoulders away from the ears, belly sucked in. All 10 knuckles pressing firmly into the mat. Head is relaxed. Steady breathing at all times. Bend the knees, look forward. Step in between the hands, look halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, palms touch. Exhale. Inhale, arms lift, look to the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, tuck the chin in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. If your heels are touching the mat, press them outwards. Thighs are active, kneecaps lifted. And shoot the sit bones as high up as you can. Look forward, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump forward. Look halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, palms touch, look up. Exhale into standing. Bend the knees, sit back, inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step both legs back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Head back, look to the nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn the left foot out, step the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands coming down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, look to the nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn the right foot out, step the left foot forward, warrior 1 on your left side, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, look to the nose. Exhale, downward facing dog, find your position. We're only getting started, but remember that if you feel challenged or you lose your breath, you can always come down to child's pose or onto all fours to catch your breath again. It's about the breath. You want to always find a nice balance between your inhalations and exhalations. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, look halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back into your chair, lift the arms up. This time we hold the position for a couple of breaths. Shift the knees back towards the heel, suck the belly in. The neck is long and the arm bones right next to your ears. The weight is in your heels. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch, keep the shoulders down. Exhale into standing. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the right leg up into the sky. Three-legged dog. And then slowly open the hip, bend your right knee and bring the foot closer to your left sit bone. Do your best to keep the arms in downward facing dog position, pressing your right hand firmly into the mat as it wants to lift off. Feel the breath in your lower belly, activation in the core, and inhale, lengthen the leg up. And step the right foot forward, lift the left heel off the mat, bring the arms up, look to the thumbs, high lunge. You're looking up, but your forehead is relaxed. Exhale, right arm is coming back, left arm forward. Arms are parallel to the floor, palms facing down. Back leg straight. Lift the back heel up as high as you can. And inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, slowly lower down your left knee and lean back to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Front leg is active, foot flexed, belly touching the thigh. If possible. Pull the heel a little bit towards you to activate the leg even more. And then shift the weight forward. Place both hands to the inside of your right foot. Arms straight, right next to your shin bone. You can hold the position there or maybe lower down onto your elbows. Relaxing the head down, shoulders in one line. And if you wish, you can also bring your right hand on top of your right thigh and then lowering down the left hip, curling open, look over the right shoulder and push your knee away from you, coming onto the outer edge of your right foot. And then tuck the toes under, come to downward facing dog with the exhalation. And we're moving to the other side. Lift your left leg up into one straight line with your back, pushing through the heel. Find strength in the core. Come onto your toes and then slowly open the hip. Left foot wanting to touch your right glutes. Shoulders aligned. Right heel melting down towards the floor. Inhale, straighten the leg and slowly step forward. Come onto the back foot, heel lifted. Inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs. Tip the head slightly back. Forehead relaxed. And open the arms, right arm coming forward, left arm reaching back, look over the left shoulder. Sink a little bit deeper into your front knee and lift the belly away from the thigh. Inhale, look forward, arms up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, lower the right knee down and come straight into half split. Straightening your left leg, activation in the thigh. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Both hands to the inside of your left foot. Hold this position, open the chest, straight back, tailbone tucked in. Another variation, you can also come down onto the elbows. Do the same variation as you did earlier. You can come onto the outer edge of your left foot, opening the hip. And if you want to move even deeper, come onto your right hand and place the left hand to the inside of your knee, pressing it away, lowering down the right hip. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back, tuck the back toe under. And find downward facing dog. Turn the left foot out and step the right foot forward. Catch your big toe with the peace fingers and inhale, come into Konasana. Both legs are straight and active, reaching forward through the crown of the head, fingertips reaching up. And if you want to intensify the stretch, you can also bring your left arm just above your left ear. reaching forward, palm facing down. And then bring your left hand behind the back and catch your right inner thigh. Maybe you even want to lift your right arm up into one straight line, parallel to the floor. Tuck the chin slightly in and look over the left shoulder or up towards the ceiling. And exhale slowly. Look down. Shorten the stance a little bit. Align your hips. Find Anjali Mudra behind your back. Hold the position halfway or exhale, lower down, belly to the thigh. Steady breathing, strong legs. Inhale, come back up. Place the left hand to the outside of your right foot. And then reach the right arm up. Parivrita Trikonasana. Looking to your right thumb. Press the left hand firmly into the floor. Curl open even more. Chest opening to the ceiling. And exhale, look down. Place both hands forward. Find your balance there. Lift up your left leg. Maybe take the blocks if the floor is too far away. Otherwise, if you want, try to place the hands in front of your heart. Find your balance. If you fall, try again. Steady gaze, pushing through the back heel, belly sucked in. And slowly step the foot forward and find your chair pose once more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, and now step your right leg back. I'm going to do the other side. Right foot is turned in 45 degrees. Catch your left big toe with peace fingers and inhale the right arm up. Lengthen into all directions. Back leg rooting down. And then maybe even extending the right arm above your ear, palm facing down, and reach. And then bring the right arm behind the back, holding on to the left thigh. Extend the left arm forward. Exhale, look down. Shorten the stance. Hip distance width apart. Bring the hands behind your back. You can either stay there or slowly lower down towards your thigh. The back is as straight as possible and the heels of your palms are pressing against each other. Shoulders rolling away from the ears. Inhale, lift halfway up. Release your right hand, place it to the outside of your left foot. And then inhale, curl open, Parivrita Trikonasana, Revolved Triangle Pose. Remember the actions, legs are straight, right hand firmly pushing into the mat, back ribs curling under, left fingertips reaching for the sky. And then exhale, release. Bring the hands behind you, again into prayer position, and lift the right leg up. Warrior 3, variation. Legs are straight, and slowly step forward again, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Come into Tadasana. Close your eyes for a moment. Observe your natural breath. And then bring the feet together again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And step back with the exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Keep the front knee bent. Reach with the fingertips forward. And then slowly lift your right leg up into moon pose. Pressing through the right heel. The arms are straight in one line, hips stacked on top of each other. And slowly step back. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. And inhale for Konasana. Reaching with the right hand, palm facing down. Lower the left hip as much as you can. And press the outer edge of your right foot firmly into the mat. Exhale, look down. Place both hands down. Straighten the arms and then hook your left knee to the outside of your tricep. Puff up the upper back, suck the belly in. Strong core. Exhale, step back. Step your right foot forward. Keep the front knee bent. Walk the hands forward. And find Ardha Chandrasana on the other side. Find balance, stack the hips. Get light on your fingertips. Reach with the fingers. And slowly exhale, step back. Find a position for Konasana. Press your right hand firmly into the mat. Right shoulder into the knee. Chest is open and lifted. Arm is strong and reaching forward. Lower down the right hip a little bit more. And then exhale, look down. Place the hands into downward facing dog position to the inside of your right foot. And then hook the right knee to your tricep. Round the upper back. High plank, tuck the chin in. Strong core and hold. Keep breathing, steady. Exhale, step back. Slowly come onto all 10 toes, shift the weight forward, round the back, and come into upward facing dog with the toes tucked. Inhale, come back to down dog. 2 more waves like this. Rounding the back, inhaling for up dog variation. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then step your right foot in between the hands. Keep the knee bent. Walk the hands forward. And inhale to lift your left leg up. Place your left hand underneath the shoulder into one straight line. And curl open, lift the right arm up. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved half moon pose. Kick through the heel. Open the chest towards the right. And slowly place both hands back down. Step back. Lower your left knee down. Right knee right above your right heel. Reach the left arm up with the inhalation and reach over with the exhalation into a twist. Right arm follows. Look to the right thumb. Make sure your right knee doesn't fall inwards. Press it against your shoulder. You can hold this position, or if you feel stable enough, you can lift your left knee up. Lift the heel higher so that it's more or less in one line with the toes. Reach the arm up. Look to the inside of your palm. Keep the belly away from the thigh. Curl open. Exhale, look down. Place both hands down. Shift the weight back. Exhale there. And then step back to a high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hold for a moment and inhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward and slowly straighten the elbows. Get light on your right foot, lift the leg up. Right hand right underneath the right shoulder. And inhale the left arm up. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved half moon pose. Look across the room or up to your left thumb. Kick through the heel, suck the belly in and reach through all sides. And exhale, look down, step back. Slowly lower down your knee. Front knee is right above the heel. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, twist. The right arm is in one line with your shin bone. Reach your left arm up, look to the fingertips. Keep the belly away from the thigh. Deep twist. Steady breathing. You can stay there or maybe even come onto the toes, lifting up your right knee. Full variation, reaching the arm above the ear, looking into the palm. Getting really long from your right heel all the way into your fingers. Exhale, look down. And slowly shift the weight back. Forward fold. And step back to downward facing dog. Find high plank. Take a moment there. Puff up the upper back. Arms are straight. Heels right above your toes. Belly sucked in. Push the floor away. Exhale, come forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then come onto all fours and prepare for Anahatasana, melting heart pose or puppy pose. Send the hips up to the ceiling, belly sucked in. Melt your heart down towards the floor. Maybe you tuck the chin or keep the forehead down. It's your practice, your variation. And then slowly come out of the position, find low plank, heels above the toes, elbows and shoulders in one line, round the upper back, suck the belly in. Your elbows, hips and heels are in one straight line. Exhale, slowly come down and find Salabhasana, Locust pose with the arms straight forward, palms facing each other, reaching the feet back and away from you, thighs off the floor. And then bend your knees, catch your ankle bones, inhale for Dhanurasana bow pose. Kick the feet back and away from you, neck is long, chest lifted. You can stay there or find another variation, maybe rolling down a little bit further onto your belly, pointing the toes and reaching up even higher. And exhale, slowly release, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and find downward facing dog. And then step the right foot over to your left hand, moving into Pigeon Pose. Flex your right foot, come up at the beginning, press the top of your back foot firmly into the mat, lift the chest. You can either stay here or maybe lower down. Release the forehead into the floor, reaching the hands forward. Try to level the hips. It's a very intense stretch, so if this feels like it's too much, you can also place a blanket or a bolster underneath your right hip. And slowly come up into a twist. Hook your right elbow to the instep of your right foot. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Press your right elbow firmly into the foot and let your chest rise up into a deep twist. And then slowly come back up. You can hold the position there, or if you want to deepen the posture, catch your left foot, bring it closer to your left glutes. Mermaid pose, hooking the foot to the inside of your left elbow, maybe catch the hand or extend the arm forward. Lift the belly away from the floor, chest lifted, belly sucked in. And maybe you can also hold on to the top of the foot, looking straight forward or dropping the head back. Maybe even the right arm reaches across. And flip the grip, reach your elbow up towards the ceiling. Pull the foot closer to your head. And slowly release. Plant the hands down, step back. Reach your right leg up to release the hips. Finding the strength again in the legs and in the inner growings. Slowly shift the weight forward, right knee to chest, and then draw the foot under and come into rock star shape. Kicking into your heels, lifting the chest up, reach with your arm, lift the hips up as high as you can, and slowly step back, down dog. Prepare for the other side. Shift the weight forward, left foot to right wrist. Foot is flexed. Flip the back foot so that the top of the foot is pressing into the mat. Hips are leveled. Lift the chest up. This is already a very deep back bend. If you want to release out of the back bend and work a little bit more on the hip, shift the weight forward. Release the forehead down. Remember your option. You can also roll the blanket underneath your left hip. You can stay there or come into your twist. Left elbow into the instep of your left foot, Anjali Mudra, and then pressing your elbow into the foot, curling open as much as you can. This intensifies the sensation in your hip. And exhale. Look down, release. Slowly come back up. Walk your front foot a little bit closer to your groin. You can hold it there or maybe bring your right foot closer to your sit bone. Stretch the front thigh. And then find mermaid pose. Hooking the right foot to your elbow. Hand reaches up in front of you or maybe catching your right hand. Elbow lifts up and back, chest lifted, heart open. If it's in you and the shoulders are open enough, flip the grip and gently lower the head back. Bring the foot a little bit closer to the crown of your head. Steady breathing. Exhale, release. Plant the hands down and find your three-legged dog. Find a strength in your midline, pushing through the heel and moving into rock star position on the other side. So swing the leg through, come onto both heels, open the chest and reach with your right arm, look into the palm, lift the hips up as high as you can. And step back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back. Hold on to your big toes with the peace fingers. And exhale, forward fold. Elbows reaching away from the ears. Belly reaching for the thighs. Shift the weight forward into your toes. And breathe steady. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Thighs are parallel, feet parallel. Exhale, fold forward once more. And then reach the hands behind your calf muscles. Cross your wrists, bring the hands forward and hold on to the shin bones or ankle bones. Come into another forward fold. Press the belly against the thighs. And then slowly bend the knees and walk the hands forward to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, and then step into a seat. Extend the legs. Find Dandasana, pressing the hands firmly into the mat. Lift the chest. Press the heels into the floor. And then walk the hands back. Konasana. Lift the hips up with the inhalation. Press the soles of the feet into the mat. Drop the head back if that feels all right for you. And exhale, release. Bend your left knee and bring the foot to your left sit bone. Reach the right hand underneath your thigh and catch the heel, and then slowly bring your left arm above your head and catch your right foot. Your left hip will come up naturally. Send it back down. Even if it won't reach, that's your intention. Stretching the left side body as much as you can. And then inhale, come up, switch sides. Right foot to right sit bone, left hand reaching under, holding on to your right heel. Drop the left shoulder to the inside of your left thigh and reach across, holding on to the foot. Send your right hip down. Steadiness in the breath. Inhale to come back up. Come into Navasana, boat pose. Any variation, maybe supported version with hands on the floor, bent knees. Just make sure to lift the chest and keep a straight back. And cross the shins, lean forward, lift up, knees up into the chest, hips up, press into the tops of the feet. And exhale, come back down. Navasana, second round. If you're in the full variation, look to your toes. And exhale, cross the shins, hands forward, lift up for breath. Navasana, third round. And then slowly draw the knees into the chest. Curl up into a little ball. And then slowly roll onto the back. Use momentum. Come onto the feet. And prepare for crow pose. Place the hands shoulder width apart. Feet hip distance width apart. And then press your knees into your armpits or to the outside of your tricep. Lean forward. Feel the weight in your fingertips. Lift the feet up. Point the feet. Hips up. Chest lifted. Look at one spot straight forward. Steady breathing. And exhale. Find Malasana. Hands to heart. Straight back. Lift the foot arches. Lift the chest. Press the palms against each other. Catch your breath. Prepare for the second round. Bring the hands into position, knees into position, and then lean forward into the fingertips. Lift the chest, lift the hips, feet up. You can also stop the video here and work on a wall, maybe with a bolster underneath the face. And everyone exhale, sit back to Malasana, catch your breath. And slowly sit back, open the legs wide. Prepare for Upavishta Konasana, holding on to the outer edges of the feet or ankle bones. If that's not possible, just walk the hands forward, keep a flat back. And aim the belly down towards the floor. Even if the head is far away, doesn't matter, keep a flat back. Steady breathing, chin tucked or forehead down on the floor. Inhale to come back up. And then roll onto your back once more. Draw the knees into your chest. Send the sacrum down. Place the feet hip distance width apart, right in front of your sit bones. Hands underneath the shoulders and lift up to Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can come onto your toes and then just shift the weight back and forth. Elbows straight, hips lifted up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower the head down. Walk the hands a little bit further back towards the feet. And use an inhalation breath to come back up again. You can stay on your toes or lower down the heels. Keep the thighs and knees parallel, chest lifted, head relaxed. You can stay here or maybe relax the head down, come all the way down, or if you feel like, try Viparita Dandasana, lowering down the forearms, maybe creating a fist or placing the palms down into the floor. Elbows and shoulders in one line, and reach the chest away from the feet. From here, bring the hands underneath the shoulders once more for a last push into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Push the hips up as much as you can, strong legs, activation in your hamstrings. And then lift the heels up and come down onto the back. Bring the soles of the feet together, Let the knees fall out to the side and rest for a couple of breaths. Let the nervous system calm down. And then bring the knees up, hold on to the shin bones, let the weight of the shin bones fall into the hands, knees falling out to the sides. Open the arms to the side, draw the knees into the chest, and then let the knees fall out to the left side for a little twist. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center and roll the knees over to the right. Look over the left shoulder, keep the shoulders down. And then slowly come back to center. Roll up and down a couple of times. And then slowly bring both hands forward, step back to downward facing dog. Come onto the knees and prepare for headstand if that's in your practice. Otherwise, work on dolphin pose, maybe with one leg up at a time. Otherwise, measure the elbows, the shoulders, clasp the hands. Press the elbows firmly into the mat and then come up in a scissor shape. Add a little twist to the headstand. Any variation you like to practice right now. And eventually we all meet in a classical version of Shavasana. Reach the feet up, pressing through the balls of the feet, ankle bones touching. Strong core. Reach up. And press the elbows firmly into the mat so that the neck gets light. Calm the breath down. Relax in the posture as much as you can. And slowly come out of the posture. Find child's pose, maybe holding on to the opposite elbows behind the back. Forehead down onto the mat. Relax for a couple of breaths. And then slowly come onto the belly. Walk the left hand out to the side in one line with the shoulder. Roll over to your left hip. Bend the right knee, step it back or forward, whatever works for you. And if you have enough flexibility, maybe reach the right arm across and clasp the hands. Your left leg, the bottom leg, can be on the floor or up right next to the right leg in bridge pose position. slowly roll onto the belly. Right arm comes out. Roll onto the right hip. Step the left foot behind you or forward. Same variation as before. Catch the other hand if you can. And find a position. Rest the head down. Relax. And slowly roll back onto the belly. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press back to downward facing dog. And step forward. Extend the legs out. And roll onto the back. Slowly with control. Swing the legs behind you. Prepare for shoulder stand. Reach the feet up, ankle bones touching, belly sucked in, chin away from the chest, hands pressing against the lower or upper back, and all 10 fingers looking straight up towards the ceiling. You can stay there or maybe move into a variation. Keep the left leg right where it is and lower the right leg down. Toenails touching, and then bring the leg back up with the inhalation. And with the exhalation, your left leg is coming down. Reach up one more time and then lower down to Plow Pose, Hanumanasana. Clasp the hands and press the fist into the mat. Toenails slowly releasing down onto the floor. Use the cord to send your sit bones up and away from you. Straight back. And come into Karnipidasana. Knees to ears or knees to forehead. Close your eyes and tune inwards for a couple of breaths. And then slowly straighten the legs once more. Let go of the hands. Roll out of the position one vertebra at a time. Come into fish pose or Utthana Padasana, raised leg pose. Straighten the legs, lift them up. Arms follow, palms touching, and balance on the crown of the head and on the sit bones. And slowly come out of the position. Draw the knees into the chest. And come into Shavasana. Open your hair. Legs a little bit wider than hip distance width apart. Palms facing up. Soft face. Soft breath. Relax your whole body and release your entire weight into the floor. Relax. And slowly bring the awareness back into the body. Deepen your breath and move your fingers, your toes. Feel your own body weight against the floor. Become aware of the space around you, the sounds and the smells. And then place your right hand on top of your belly and the left hand on top of your heart. Take a moment to send out blessings and good wishes to yourself. And then slowly reach the arms out above the head as if you just woke up in the morning. And then bring the knees into your chest, roll over to your right side and rest for a couple of breaths. Keep the eyes closed and come up into a seat. Let's take 1 minute in silence, just feeling into the body. Let's close the practice with one Om together. Hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale everything out. And inhale for Om. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me. Have a beautiful day.